So we have Cody over here, and we have Madison over here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Chill, chill. And Cody was at a park, one block this way. And in this block, oh no, 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 he's one block this way. In the corner, it's a basketball court here, and we're on Henry Street. This is Henry Street. I don't know if you can see that, but we in Brooklyn. We on Henry Street and Lorraine. We on Lorraine and Henry Street. And here comes your friends, Cody. Kids, let's just have a quick word. Don't run. Don't run. Let's have a quick word. Come on, let me talk. Come on, it's light. Come on. Y'all don't gotta run. Come on, come here. Scared. Basically, those three boys try to step to my son. This is their corner. This is their block. You standing in front of their block on their corner. Those three boys try to rob my son today. Try to take his bike. Try to push him. He was able to slip up out of that. So I basically let my son know that I want to talk to these kids' parents who's running around out of control, thinking they're going to step the kids. And, you know, what they don't know is that my son has been boxing for 5 years. My daughter's been boxing for 5 years. So, you know, then my son is also, and these are 13-year-old kids, you know. So my son basically is holding down their block, their hangout spot. That's where they hang out right there. Look, here goes one of the kids. This one of the kids right here. Let me see. No, this is just an older man, older woman. But they just came by. I guess they don't think that my son is gonna really stand on the block and let him know that he ain't the one to be robbed. He ain't gonna take his bike, because what happened was he wasn't with his sister today. He was off on his own doing his basketball thing, unlocks his bike, and he's riding off. And we want our son to know that, we want these kids to know that my son is off limits, because y'all not gonna jump him, because you tried to jump him for his bike, 3 against 1, and he was able to slip up out of that. Okay, so now he's on your corner, and these kids are 2 years older than him, and now they riding around in city bikes, and he's, you know, he's ready. He's ready to have the conversation. You know, I told him we don't have to solve everything with violence. Let's just have a conversation. If anything, we could talk to their mother and let their mother know that their kids is running around messing with the wrong one. And my son said he hurt his ankle a little bit trying to get away from the kids when they jumped on him, because one kid approached him talking about, yo, my boy, they told me to come over here and see you, then I'm supposed to beat you up, kind of a thing. And that he said the guy had his hands in his genital area, alluding to I don't know what he was holding, I don't know. So my son, as you can see, he's limping a little bit. You know, this is $1 million child I got here. You know, I don't need my $1 million child, you know, ankle hurting because y'all try to take something from him. You know, he'll shake that off in a day or so. You know, most people would say, you know, you guys have nothing to prove. These kids are restricted to this area here. They're restricted to playing basketball in this kind of situation where they from the projects, and all they know is this one little block to this little block. For us to now move away from that block. But this is the pool we go to right here every day. Beautiful pool. So they will meet again. This is going to be a long summer, and I don't want my son, you know, like my son is very competitive, you know. Look at him right now. You do what I tell you to do. Chill out. Calm down. What happened? Yeah, but you're standing on their corner where they stand every day and hang out. So if you don't understand it, hush. Yeah, my daughter is like, wants to go kick ass. Huh? Alright. And you'll be standing there when they come back with your arms folded just like that on some more whatever. And I will have a conversation. Yeah, you can't put your hands on my family, and the whole concept of going this, just because we're on this block here, we're like one block this way. So the next basketball court will be 4 blocks that way. Which these kids, do they even go to that one over there? I doubt it. So, my kids are at the Brendan. We walked all through the projects. 2 times we walked all through these projects looking for these kids. So, that's how Big Elvis the Chef deals with things, We know how to kick ass, but we also know that sometimes people just need to be shown how they need to recognize and bow down to the people around you. Y'all the soldiers, we're the alphas, and you didn't recognize that. Here's a little reality check. My son is standing outside on your block, waiting for you to come back. Crazy. This world we live in is crazy, man. But, this is going to make my children, first of all, my daughter should have not been away from her brother. And he wanted, because, she thinks that the basketball court is boring and that, they have to still ride together. This might be them all the way over there. Yeah.
Same thing, my friends told me at the pool, they warned me. They actually warned me to not go to that park that I just played in. They
Right.
said too much stuff goes on there. Their parents don't let them. The robs, rapes, getting robbed, beat up. He said, do not go there. And I said, now I'll be all right. And look what happened, the same thing. So just horrible. Well, nothing really
So you
happened.
think that maybe you'll take that advice and maybe avoid that park?
Yeah.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't forget, you might see them again coming out of the pool, driving on another block. Do you understand? And guess what they're going to remember? You the kid that showed up at their block. You the kid that stood on the corner and waited for them and they ran. They ran when you pulled up, and they ran after they saw that you didn't leave.
Yeah.
Let's remember that.
Let's go back to their block.
Yeah. Never in their life did they ever experience somebody getting almost robbed for their bike and then show up and stand on their block. Do you understand? That's what a leader does. That's what you're standing on their block, son. And I'm here because I want to talk to their mother. I'm about to grab them by the little fucking ear and drag their ass to their mother's house. I don't know if that still works, but I know something. They have never seen the likes of you. You understand? They have never seen the leader that you are. These kids are followers.
Oh, like somebody said, come get up.
What?
Who follows an order like that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, tell the story. What happened? What he say to you?
Well, I was playing my friends, well, people I'm friendly with. As soon as they leave, as soon as I have my bike out there, I'm going to my bike to leave. And as soon as I look up, he has his hands in his penis, where his penis is.
Like
and
in his belt area.
Like this. Thinking he's cool. He was like, yo.
So he approached you with his hands in his pants, and said what?
He's like, yo, you know Rochelle? I said, nah, who that? He said, you know da-da-da? I forgot what he said. I said, nah. He said, well, da-da-da told me to come and beat you up. And then that's when he went like that, and I pushed him away. And I said, nah, we ain't doing that. I rode on my bike. Some guy from a duffel closet store where I can't see him came, pushed me off my bike. That's when I hurt my ankle really bad. Well, it hurts really bad. Like, I can't walk. But it hurts a lot. And that's when I went like that. And it's twisted. And then I got my pedal and I started pedaling fast. And then that's when there's people partying right here. I ran through there fast. Well, on my bike though. Fast. And I hope I didn't hurt anybody, but I'm sorry to those people. And then there's two officers on that corner. I was like, these kids trying to jump me. I'll make sure, tell me if you see him. I said, all right, go home to your mom. I was like, okay. And then I ride home to mom. And then that's when you tell me to go back to the block there. And then Matt is like, I'm scared. And I said, I'm okay, I'm here. And then we go there. And now we're here. Right. Come on, let's go across the street and stay on that block.
Well, they're going to ride by and see if you're still there. That's a fact. Wait, Maddie. These are two ways, baby. Come on, you can go now.
Why can't we just chase them?
It ain't about chasing anybody. We're not here to chase them. Chase them and hurt them. You know, in life, you're going to have many challenges. Many obstacles are going to go, many hurdles. You know, like I said, my son on his own, without me having to say anything, said, this is not the park he wants to play basketball anymore in. You know, he's playing basketball for 2 hours. Everything is fine. The friends that he made in the last few days that we've been here, they leave. And as soon as those friends leave, he's accosted. I would argue that would have never happened had he been with his sister. They would have never tried to get both of them. They would have, especially the two of them together at their height and weight, I think they would have thought twice. But him being alone by himself is what the problem was. I'm saying that if he would have been with you, they would have never tried y'all. Tell me why you think I think that. I done said it 17 different ways. Why do you think? Huh?
I know.
You know? So then let's not be smart alecky here. Well, why do you think? I want to hear why do you think? Why do you think this would have never happened if he was with you?
Look, they're right there. They're coming around.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Come, they're coming on this block.
You're moving with your heart and not with your brain. And it's okay.
Yes.
Be careful.
What happened?
She said the guys are right there.
They're coming right there. You see them? Look. They're coming down the block. Don't mind. So when I hear
They're going straight. They're going straight, Maddie.
I don't know. They're gonna go down to see if I'm on the block. Let's go on the block.
Hey, hey, come on. See, those kids are limited to where they can go. They can only go like 4 or 5 blocks, and thus they're going out of their range. You, on the other hand, have the freedom to go further. As long as you got your GPS on you. Here we go. There they go. Yeah. No, that was only 2. That was only 2.
That was 3.
All right. On camera? The camera's live.
Oh, there's another guy. You saw the skinny dude on the bike?
Yes, with the gray and black pants.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, he has shorts.
Shorts. Yeah.
I was playing with him.
With the black stripe. He had the black stripe.
I was playing with him. He's really skinny. I was playing with him today too.
Well, he's just with those kids. That don't mean he's involved with them.
Yeah, he just with
They're
them.
just his people. You see how your bad association, what it can do to you? Remember, hanging out with the wrong people. Now you're associated.
Know what they're doing.
Exactly. You'll see them again. And let me tell you, they're going to show you the utmost respect because they've never experienced this in their life. You got your mother sitting in one car, your dad standing out the other car, and y'all standing on the block trying to say, what happened? What's up? Look, I see somebody coming down the block.
I bought you twice at the pool. Yeah.
With them kids on the city bike?
Well, we looking for these 3 kids on some city bikes. One of them got on gray and black striped shorts, and they got a striped dark gray and black striped shirt. One of them. Yeah, they're like his age. He's 11, so he said they're about between 11 and 13. And they try to jump him for his bike. So my son is back here trying to have a little better understanding of where we at with this, what we trying to do with this. I told him my wife is over there. She want to talk to the kids' mothers and all that. Yeah, my wife want to talk to the kids' mother.
I don't know who they are. I've probably seen them before.
Yeah.
There's probably no particular reason why they did that. They're probably just trying to get his wife.
You know Marshall?
Yeah.
Marshall?
Because that's what they told him. They were like, you know this person? They were naming all these names. Do you know that?
That right there.
Oh yeah, look, you know any of these kids right here on the bikes?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I need to talk to their mother and father now. How old are you?
14.
14. All right. What would happen? I knock on your door, say, you know what your son just did over there? She'd be like, what? All right, man. I think kids, you guys I think my kids made their point. You know? Yo, be well. 14 years old, see?
I know that kid.
Yeah, he's from the pool, you
He's
said.
not trying to snitch.
No, it's not that.
I seen him today.
All right,
in the
it's
park.
okay. But you made your point.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now this kid is older than those other kids. Those kids are between 11 and 13. He's 14, so he's gonna already let them know, yo, y'all kids is messing with the wrong way. Saw how he tried to say, oh, they didn't mean nothing by it. They were just trying to steal a bike. No big deal, you know? That's light, stealing a bike from the hood. When you in the hood and you stealing a bike, that's nothing. That's normal. That's called Sunday activity. But you're not the one, and you prove that. I hope your ankles are right, because I don't have to sue their mama.
Guys,
I told you, I'm not running around chasing after no kids. We are on their corner. This is their block. All right, drive home, both of y'all. It's been 45 minutes. We've been out here to an hour. We made our point. That kid said they didn't mean nothing by it. They were just trying to steal a bike. No big deal, you know? Oh boy, what a shame. What a shame. You kids got access to city bikes. Your mother ain't paying but $5 a month for some city bikes. And this is what y'all doing? Kids all in the hood would say you're crazy. Don't you know how violent the ghetto is? Yeah, I know how violent it is. But we can't live our life in fear. We can't be scared to death, scared to look, shook. Can't be that. That's what we can't be. They ain't never gonna forget my son. And that's a fact. And I'm glad my son got out of that situation before they would have jumped him or something crazy. I'm sure his ankle will be fine by tomorrow, but if it's not, I will be on that project looking for his mother, and somebody's gonna get a lawsuit. That's a fact. You know, forget about fighting everything with your might. All right, thank you, thank you. Trying to do the right thing, man. You know, I want my children to have the freedom and the experiences, but I also do want them to be smart and careful and not take too many risks. But I think this was a good calculated risk, and the reason why I'm taking this risk is because of what was said to my son. The young man approached my son with his hands in his pants and told my son that someone sent him. First he asked my son, do you know this person? Do you know this person? Do you know this person? Because of course these are people with reputations in his young child mind living in those projects. So when my son said, no, I don't know none of those people, they figured he was food and they were gonna just eat, and the streets gotta eat. But what they don't understand is that my son is super strong. He's 11 years old, over 5 foot tall, size 12 shoe, you know, amazing basketball skills, an amazing athlete. And he only goes to the ghetto so he can embarrass you kids on the basketball court. That's how he gets his rec. Huh? No, I'm live. And that's how he gets his rec. He gets his rec from, you know, going to the most intense basketball courts and, you know, getting the layup with the left. My son does, you know, he's at 78% on the free throw line. His layup with the left, he's at about 75%, and his layup with the right, he's about 90%. On top of him doing 10 laps a day on an Olympic-sized swimming pool here in Red Hook. So, you know, I'm raising a hell of an athlete here, and he's definitely got massive heart. And he spent 5 years boxing, him and his sister, so they got the hand skills. He was at a disadvantage being by himself, and it pains me, man. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that my son is, you know, at the basketball court, and they waiting for him to unlock his bike so they can form Voltron on him. But the reason why I forgot to say, when the kids started asking my son a bunch of questions about who do you know, then he says a name, and this person sent me to beat you up. So that's when I said, oh, hell no, this is not no real tough kid. This is some sucker kid. I mean, I told my son, you should have told him, what, you gonna do everything everybody tells you to do? Right, Cody?
Yep.
I was like, are you gonna do everything they tell you to do, you freaking weirdo? No, this is a one-way. You keep going. I'm on live. I'm not necessarily trying to drive to our building.
Food's ready though.
I know the food is ready. The food has been ready ever since this happened. Can you please stop and go home? Go home.
I am.
You're supposed to say yes, Dad. He's under a lot of stress. Nobody wants to be a victim. But you know what? You are in the section that's referred to as the back. You know? These kids don't know what a loft apartment looks like. These kids don't know what anything outside the project is. And stealing from a kid that doesn't know the people that they know makes all the sense in the world. They're cool with that. They're comfortable with that. Robbing someone, that's light. That's nothing. They would have never done it to a white kid, though. That's the fact. You see, my son is black. So that's why this happened to him. This is why he had this experience. This is 100% the reason why he's had this experience. Because he's black. And the black boy who's better than us at basketball, younger than us, speaks articulate from his private schools that he's been to, comes from Manhattan, doesn't know the people we know, is food. So they thought. So they thought. They thought he was food. They thought they were going to eat because the streets got to eat. But my son is not the one. And he's learned that this ain't the park for you right now. And you'll see them another day, another time. But if there's something wrong with that boy's ankle, his mother's door's getting kicked in with a lawsuit. That's a fact. That's a fact. No, you can't change the minds of these people. You know, these young people, you can't show them the way. They don't understand the way. There was a black boy in their town, in their city, who don't know who they know, so we're going to victimize you. I'm hoping they learned a very valuable lesson. I'm hoping that they got a little, but that ankle of my son's better not be damaged, because they're going to be heads to roll. You will be paying for the rest of your life. Look at these group of people. I'll have what she's having. Somebody likes attention. I take it that this is a good place to... Somebody's jamming to Susanna. All right. There's always one of... It's always the token. Always the token. It's fine as hell, though.
want to listen in for a sec?
Yeah, let me listen in for a sec, please. Oh, everyone's channel is doing this? Nice.
Make sure everyone gets across.
All right, I appreciate you, dude.
Listen in. All right, we got a couple more people to get across. And then we'll let you through.
No, I want you to take your
And
time.
this is our info, if you ever want to do this.
Thank you for that.
Clear.
I appreciate you.
Have a great night.
Thank you. I'll have what he's having, for real. Oh, man. See, this is the section that we live in, and this section doesn't really have a basketball court. And all the kids in this section of the basketball court, my son has annihilated. So I'm gonna have to take him to a different court down, facing where this camera is facing, down that direction in downtown Brooklyn. But even there can be the same problem, you know? This problem can exist, you know. This is a life situation where people that you don't know are going to want what you have. And there's like nothing you can do about that. And I'm not saying that I'm teaching my son to fight every fight, because I'm teaching my son to a good run is better than a bad stand. Because he was definitely in a bad situation with that kid running up on him like that. And then someone coming from his blind side. This is not the suburbs any longer. We are out of the suburbs. That's a fact. This is where my son plays. Right here. But he says there's no good players here. Right here. All right. Oh, sorry. Sorry. See, this is the Brooklyn that, mind you, the projects are literally 1 block away here. So it's not like, you know, it's 1 block in certain directions versus none of these people would have to worry, if that makes any sense. Only my son had to worry because he's black. It's because he was black and didn't know who they knew that he had to worry. How are you?
So fun.
I'm live. Is that cool? Look at this cool guy. He's gonna let you hear what they're listening to.
Yeah, no, we heard it.
Oh, you heard it.
Yeah.
I know, I've got the card. I'm going to have a look at it.
No,
I like your energy. I was in the car down the block. You let me hear it. I like your energy, enthusiasm. Is this your business that you're fighting so hard for?
I'm one of the people who run.
Yeah, good for you, man. That energy is hard to find, man. That's really, you know, when you start doubting yourself, dude, don't, because there's 100 guys who don't have what you got. You heard? They're not gonna get up like, I can see you're ready to win. I see a winner. Because it's crazy. So it has to win. You heard?
Yes, sir.
They say all the good ones were crazy. So this right here is just
Too short to be sane, right?
life's too short to be sane. But I'm a capitalist, so forget about sanity.
What is that?
There's only one way to find out, right?
This is what they're listening to. Look at how up you're not very trusting, I could tell. She took a whole 4, 5, 6 steps away.
Thank you, but I'm okay.
She's not like that.
I like them.
She's
I'm okay.
very calculated and shrewd. I love it.
Yes, I am.
I
I
know.
don't trust anybody, not even my shadow.
You don't trust your shadow?
No, because when it's light, the shadow disappears. I mean, when it's dark, the shadow disappears. Like,
Right.
even your shadow could betray you in the least of things.
You see, speaking like that, I would think you would have those on. Look, like the sheep, they are listening to his movements. And they're moving when he moves.
But everything has a little nice.
Hey, he's showing off the legs too. I know what you're doing.
Thanks for listening. Now you're obligated to take one of these cars, so you can do this again someday if you'd like.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. Please don't kill me.
Thank you.
Have a great night, everybody.
All right. Those are Daisy Dukes. I don't care what no one says.
Now, what's the purpose?
I thought my shorts were
What
short.
was the purpose of this? Can you tell me?
The purpose is to be young and free
I am young
and not care what anyone thinks. What else? That's it. That's all I
I
got.
knew you were gonna say no. I know my daughter.
That's your daughter?
Yeah, she's my daughter.
And she's the one with the mask.
Yeah.
No mask for you, but she wants to be in Chanel mask.
I
Super, but you're Chanel masked out. I see you with this.
When I go on the bus, train, I put it on. When I go to work, I put it on. But I just came to throw garbage. I didn't expect to see that. Throw the garbage and come back.
So you got a whole show.
I know, but I guess what is it? I guess I'll look it up here.
There you go.
I thought he was gonna give me the headphones. You should have gave them to me. That would have been nice.
Look at that. See,
You're too
beautiful
free.
women always say
Gave it
stuff
to
like
me.
this.
You're too
This is
free.
called
He
pretty
goes like this,
privilege.
so I thought he was gonna give it to me, and tomorrow's my birthday.
Hmm.
It would have been nice if he gave me that. as a
Are you
gift.
Hispanic? What kind of Hispanic?
Ecuadorian.
Ecuadorian. Okay, cool.
I'll look it up, but I don't think I'm gonna join them. That's too many people.
Too many people for me
Yo,
too.
for
I
the
couldn't do
million
that.
that's going on.
Too many people for me.
I was younger, yes. Now, no.
Uh-huh. You see, this is Red Hook. If you're young and free, you can have a business that's absolutely crazy. And grandma will help you back it. And you'll tell grandma, I need the 70 grand by the 3rd, or else I won't be able to get the deal that I got for the headsets and the place to rent the spot and the new computer that I need. And then I'm gonna need another 20 about 90 days after that, just so that, you know, I have a little bit of a cushion, and I don't know if I can ever pay you back, grandma. And she's like, okay. All right. See, look, one block. These are the projects to the left. You see, my son was playing basketball 1 block away from the projects. One block is this way, and the 1 block was where he was by the pool. So the problem could happen anywhere, especially if they're black and they're from the hood, and you are someone they feel that they can somehow connect with. They'll victimize you, because they would not do that to not one of those white people right there where they take their bites. That ain't like a young kid, like a 10-year-old white kid and all that. They ain't even messing with them. They don't want the smoke. Anyway, I'm home, y'all. You all appreciate it. Thank you again, and just know that I love you. Someone said, bro, you just said crime was propaganda. You just told Star as safe as it was. What the F's going? What happened? What's upset families? Everything. Hey man, you know it could happen in the boardroom too. Someone could steal your idea in the boardroom. You know, they could. It ain't just the park you got to worry about. But I think my son will be staying on this side of the basketball courts. Between the two, he's just gonna have to just keep getting better and better. Hmm.